We're here today to quickly talk about collecting soil samples for testing. If you've made it to watching this video, you probably already understand the reasons for taking a soil sample, getting soil tested. You know, it acts as a tool, a compass to help us see where our soil's at and how it's improving or changing over time. Looking at things like pH, soil organic matter, exchange capacity, our macronutrients like phosphorus, potassium, and our whole slate of micronutrients. With timing, we typically want to do this about every 3 years would be good. Sometimes you might want to do it sooner, maybe only every 4 years, but you want to try to keep it the same time every year so it's consistent, and give yourself enough time with that test to get results back and make amendments before your planting season for something like a vegetable garden. Okay, the fall is typically a recommended time frame, but late winter, early spring can be doable as well. Tools, real quick. Going to need a clean bucket to put our samples into, Ziploc bag or a sample bag from the lab you might be working with, and then a soil probe. You might be able to get one, borrow one from an extension office, soil and water conservation district office, or if you don't want to spend the money or you don't have access to one, a simple hand trowel or a spade can be used. So that's actually used to take your sample. You can see here with this probe, I placed this into the soil to a depth of about 6 inches, indicated nicely on this probe with a hash mark across at 6 inches. Okay. And you would just take that sample, place it into the bucket with your other samples. So those are your tools. Here we're just working with a large garden, about a 1/4 acre. We walked through the area randomly, and for this size area we took 14 samples in this case, but 10 to 15 samples from a large area is suggested if you're working with a smaller area, a small garden, maybe just 4 to 6 samples. Then you place them in the bucket and mix them up. The reason we do this is so that we can account for the variability in the soil across this area, whereas with just taking a single sample, it might be an outlier on some of the different soil characteristics that we're looking at. Okay, so as I mentioned, we put all those samples in here. If it's a little bit wet, let it air dry for some time. Then we'd mix it up really good, pulverize this stuff up, mix it real good, and then from that we take our composite sample, place it in your sample bag to send off to the soil lab. Typically they ask for about a pint for that sample. Okay, so work with a certified lab, fill out their sample report or their sample form. Make sure you indicate that you want recommendations from that lab, or you're going to end up with a lot of numbers that are hard to interpret and won't make much sense to you. Okay, thanks for listening today. It's Michael O'Donnell, Purdue Extension, Delaware County.